Ms. Hayes?
Hi.
Hi, how are you? I'm Mary Brown.
Hello.
And I am the caseworker here that's been assigned to assist you, and I'm an employee here at the Petersburg Department of Social Services.
It's nice to meet you,
You
Ms.
too.
Brown.
Go ahead and have a seat. How are you doing today?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing well. Did you have any problems finding the office?
No, it wasn't that hard.
Okay. How did you get over here?
My friend dropped me off.
Okay. Is it a close personal friend or just a friend or?
It's my boyfriend. We on and off though.
Okay. All right. Is that what brought you into the office today?
A lot of things brought me into this office today, Ms. Brown.
Okay, well, during the next 35 to 40 minutes, we'll discuss what some of your concerns are and why you came here.
Okay.
Okay, before we go any further, I just want to let you know that anything that you tell me is in confidence. And before we leave, I want you to sign this informed consent form. And this is a copy of our agency policies. Now, I know I said that anything you tell me was confidential.
Mm-hmm.
However, if it's something that's involving a legal, immoral act, then by law, I am required to report that,
So I can go to jail.
depending on what it might be.
Okay.
But anything involving you is confidential,
Okay.
okay? And also, as you can see on the wall, again, that states who I am and what my position is here. And I want to give you my business card. And again, that has my name and it has the office phone number here and the hours that we're open. So if you need to get in contact with me anytime during those hours, that's where you can reach me at.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. So, right now, what we've talked about briefly, we've introduced ourselves to each other, and you started to tell me a little bit about what brought you here today. And I discussed with you about the ethical policies that covers our relationship while we're here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll let you know I'm available to assist you in any way. So what I would like to do now is for you to tell me, because you did make mention that you have a little concerns about your relationship with your boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
So anything else that might have brought you here today, I'm going to let you talk about that.
Okay. So it's just a lot going on. I want to get my own apartment, but I don't have many friends. So it's like, how am I supposed to get my own apartment if I can't pay for it all by myself? So now I need a roommate.
Okay?
Because I work like 2 jobs, but I'm in this program at school, and I just don't have time for these 2 jobs. So it's either graduate or get this money.
Okay.
What I really want to do is get this money. So how am I going to graduate if I can't get the money?
Okay? Before we go any further, I want to tell you that I am going to be writing while you're talking.
Okay.
And I want you to know that I'm not ignoring anything that you're saying, but I would keep very good notes. So what you're telling me is very important, so I want to write it down to make sure that I don't forget anything. Okay? So if you see me glancing away, it's not because I'm not paying attention to what you're saying.
Okay.
Okay? So what you just told me is you don't have many friends,
Right.
and you want to get an apartment,
Yes.
and you want to figure out how you're going to pay for that apartment.
Exactly.
Okay. Are you working at all now?
Well, I had to quit my 2 jobs for my program at school.
And what is your major?
Social work.
Social work major, okay. And what year are you?
I'm a junior right now.
You're a junior. Are you in your junior in your spring semester or your fall semester?
This is spring, fall.
So you're a junior in your fall semester.
Yes,
And you will be graduating in what year?
a year.
In 18?
Yes,
Spring of 2018.
yes.
Okay. Now, you mentioned that about bills,
Mhm.
how you're going to pay for it. Are you on your parents, do they assist you in any aspect?
My mom, she tries to help me to her best ability, and I appreciate her for that. But it's hard. She's a single parent. I have a little sister. We're 13 years apart. Who told her to have a baby 13 years apart? I don't know. That's her fault. But anyways, my stepfather, he's gone, so now it's just her. My dad, he's in and out of my life, so I can't really depend on him. But it's like, I can't keep just going to my mom. So that's why I had the 2 jobs so I didn't have to bother my mom.
Okay.
But now it's like, it's either I get my degree or keep bothering my mom for money.
Okay. Now, are you getting any financial aid?
Yeah, but it's not a lot. Like, I still have a balance.
You still have a balance, okay. So what areas, what do you think I can provide you assistance in?
What about food stamps?
Okay, you are single?
Well, I'm not married,
Oh.
but I do have a boyfriend.
Okay, so by law, you're single?
Yes.
Okay, and you do reside by yourself?
Right.
Because you did say you have an apartment, or you're seeking an apartment?
I'm seeking an apartment.
But right now you live on
Campus.
Okay. Now, what I can do, can refer you over to the services section, and what they would look at is what your income is. Because I know you said you did have 2 jobs, but you've now quit those jobs.
Yes, had
So, okay, so they would look at your income. And I can't, because right now I'm just assisting you to get everything to let you know what's available to you. So they will make the determination if you're qualified.
Right.
But just from what you're saying, you have no income, and based on my experience, I think you would qualify for SNAP, which is food stamps.
Okay.
Okay. Now, you had called in, no, you were referred by one of your instructors, by your counselors. And based on some of the things that they said, they had noticed that you were more withdrawn, which was unusual for you, because they said you had been a very outgoing student. And lately you've been really passive, and you haven't been as outgoing, or not outspoken, but as social, as you were. So is there anything else going on with you?
Okay, so I'm stressed out. So when I'm stressed out, I turn to the liquor. Now I like everything. I like Patron, I like Henny, I like, what else is there? Parmesan, I like everything. So I'm stressed out. That's what I like to do.
Okay. Now, let's go back to, okay, you just told me you're stressed out. Now, what is causing your stress?
School, financial.
School, finances?
Yes.
Okay.
My boyfriend.
Okay, so relationships?
Yeah.
And now you're turning to drinking in order to help you with those.
Yeah.
Okay.
And occasionally I might smoke a little weed.
Occasionally. Okay.
Wait, am I gonna get in trouble for telling you that?
No.
Are you sure?
I am sure. Again, I told you, unless it was illegal, immoral, or unethical. So,
Okay.
we're going to leave that there. That is nothing for me to say, because what that is affecting you. You're not affecting anyone else.
Okay.
Okay. So right now, what you have told me so far is that you're having problems in school,
Yes.
and you're stressing. And once you start stressing, you start drinking.
Yep.
You're having problems with your boyfriend.
He's the
And
worst.
He's the worst. And you're having problems with your finances.
Yep.
Okay, but you're living on campus now.
Yes.
Okay, so what I would like to do now is we're going to discuss your problems, and we're going to come up with a action plan
Okay.
or some goals to see if we can help you eliminate or alleviate some of your problems.
Okay.
Right. Now, the problems you just listed, which one do you feel is more pressing on you right now?
School.
School. Okay. So you're failing in school, or your grades are slipping,
Yeah,
correct?
they're slipping hard. They're
slipping
just
hard.
slipping away from me. Like my hands is covered in oil. That's how fast they
That's
slip.
how you feel. So do you think you're failing because of the drinking, or you're failing because of the relationship?
It could be my relationship.
Could be your relationship. Okay, so how long have you been in this relationship with your boyfriend?
Well, we'll be going on like 3 years. So since I was a freshman, but it's like he want to do his own thing sometimes, but I don't have time for that.
What do you mean about his own thing?
Like talk to other girls and stuff. Like it's either you're gonna be with me or you're not. But I love him.
But you love him. Okay, has he expressed those same feelings for you?
I think he loves me.
Do you see this as a long-term relationship?
I would like it to be, but I think it's toxic for me.
Okay, so what do you want out of this relationship? If you could have right now, Miss Hayes, what you wanted out of this relationship, what would you want?
I would just want him to be faithful.
We just want him to be faithful. Okay, do you think that this relationship is worth maybe getting counseling?
Yes,
Okay.
maybe. But we're young, so that could be a part of it.
So do you think he would be open to maybe getting counseling?
Maybe.
Have you all ever just sit and talked and said between the two of you where you all see this relationship going?
We have in the past, but I feel like he's just constantly changing.
Do you think this relationship is worth you investing any more time in?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, so we will come back and discuss your relationship.
Okay.
Okay, now, you're very close to graduating.
I'm like this.
This
But
close.
this is how close I am to dropping out.
Okay. So, again, let's focus. If you could have what you wanted right now in regards to you graduating, not dropping out, what could keep you here?
My own apartment.
Your own apartment. Okay. And what about you having your own apartment is so important?
Because I just like being in my own space. I can get things done. When I'm with other people, it just doesn't go great. Like, I hate my roommates. I hate being with a roommate. I just want to do my own thing, and I want to be able to have a kitchen where I can cook. I like cooking.
Okay. Now, one of the things that you mentioned to me was that you had quit both your jobs.
Yes.
And you also said that you don't get much support because you're tired of going to your mother because she's a single parent, because your stepfather is gone and your dad isn't part of your life.
Mm-hmm.
So, for you to get an apartment, how do you plan on paying for it?
Okay, maybe I could get another job. So I could, maybe 2 jobs was too much.
Okay.
But maybe if I get 1 job, I could balance out school and that job.
So you don't do well with people. Is that what you're saying?
People don't do well with me.
Okay. So do you do well with one person?
I guess.
So are you open to maybe getting a roommate?
But my trust issues, they're not that great. So I would have to know them, and I don't have many friends.
You don't have many friends. Are you a part of any social organizations? Any?
Yes, I'm part of the True Foundation Incorporated.
Okay. And you don't have any friends from that?
Yeah, but most of them already have their own apartment.
And they're not willing to maybe look at having you as a roommate? Have you
I
talked
guess
to
we
them
could
and
talk
talked to
about it. I never really spoke to them about it. Because I really want to live on my own.
them? You really want to live on your own?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to, well, before we go any further about talking about living on your own, I want to talk to you about your drinking.
Okay.
Because you did hint, or no, you didn't hint, you said that you drink quite a bit. Well, you named quite a few different drinks, types of drinks when you're stressed. So, how often do you drink?
Thursday through Sunday.
So about 3 to 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you drink with others, or do you just drink?
Sometimes I drink
alone?
by myself. Sometimes I drink with my friends.
Okay. Do you see? Is the drinking affecting your sleep, or are you able to sleep at night?
It
Or
makes me sleep more.
it makes you sleep more. Okay. So, what you have told me so far, Ms. Hayes, is that you're in danger of failing from school. You're this close to graduating, but you're also this close to failing.
Mm-hmm.
You feel that your relationship with your significant other is toxic,
Mm-hmm.
but you feel that if you move out and get your own apartment, you would do better.
Yep.
But you don't have a job to pay for the apartment, and you don't have anyone to assist you in paying for the apartment. You don't work well or live well with others, so you might be amenable to having maybe one roommate.
Mm-hmm.
And you are, and occasionally you indulge in a little marijuana, but you drink from Thursday to Sunday, which is over half of the week. So what we need to do right now is to come up with a plan where we can help you in regards to some of these concerns or the issues that are going on with your life.
Okay.
Okay, now what I like to do, because I just kind of summarized what we've talked about,
Mm-hmm.
and what I want to do now is to make an agreement
Mm-hmm.
that we're going to work on the goals of getting you back on track.
Okay.
What we want to do is to get something established where we can get your drinking in check, get you to stay in school, because you've come too far now to finish that goal. What's your long-term goal? What do you want to do once you graduate?
I actually want to get a job, maybe here, and then I want to go to grad school.
Okay, awesome. And one of the other things we talked about, I asked you, where did you see your relationship with your boyfriend?
Mm-hmm.
And you was kind of ambivalent about it. So right now, as I said, what we've talked about, I want your verbal commitment from you, and everything I'm talking about, I'm going to put it in my notes, and I'm going to provide you with a copy of it, and I'll need you to sign it, and I'm going to make a copy of once you sign it, give that to you, and that's going to be our agreement on those issues that we're going to work on. And then I'll keep the original in your file, because you'll have a file here with me on record.
Okay.
Now, so what can we do in regards to setting up a plan on how we're going to work at your most, and just from what you told me, I think your more pressing issue is to get your drinking in control. So what do you feel would be the first step that you would need to take?
I guess I could drink once a week instead of 4 times a week.
That's a start. How long have you been drinking?
Since I was like 16.
Have you ever been to counseling?
No.
So, suggestion, advisement, I would highly suggest or advise you that you might need to get into some counseling. Maybe some AA, do you know what AA is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see, maybe we can enroll you in some therapy, some counseling sessions. Are you amenable to that?
I guess so.
Okay, so I'm going to put this down. It's one of our steps. And you did tell me that you don't work well with groups. And that is one of the things of AA, but we can start you out with counseling one-on-one.
Okay.
So you would prefer, would that work better for you?
I don't like people for real.
Has something happened that you just don't like people?
It just get on my nerves.
In what aspect, may I
Like,
ask?
always annoying me. I get annoyed easily.
Do you have anger issues?
Yeah, especially when I'm drunk.
Okay, so we definitely, Ms. Hayes, needs to focus on the drinking. I think that would be our number one goal, because from just what you're telling me, I think your drinking is leading to some of your other concerns. Okay, so we're going to set you up for some counseling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now, you also stated about your relationship, and you said that your boyfriend would be amenable to maybe counseling.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not too sure.
Okay. So let's do something. You've given me about 5 issues.
Okay.
Which one is most important to you to get yourself back on track?
Well, I really want to finish school.
You really want to finish school. Okay. That's number 1.
Yeah.
What's number 2 to you?
Get an apartment.
Okay.
I guess stop drinking. Well, I wouldn't say stop. Limit it.
Okay, limited drinking. Okay.
What else? Oh, boyfriend, I guess.
Okay. Based on what you've told me, we're going to set up some action steps for you.
Okay.
And again, as I told you when you first came in, we're a team, and part of my role here is to make suggestions and to offer services and do an assessment of what's going on. Just because I've been doing this a little while, I would suggest or advise you to first focus on your drinking.
Okay.
Because I think if you get that under control, everything else would line up and you'd be able to finish school and then get an apartment. Again, simply advising you, I don't think you're ready for an apartment because you don't have a job. And if you're stressing about school and your relationship now and you get an apartment and you have no job, that's an additional stress that's going to be on you. Do you agree?
I agree.
Okay, so how can we want to put a plan in place.
Mm-hmm.
That the first thing we're going to focus on is you getting some counseling.
Okay.
For your drinking. And next thing we're going to focus on is you remaining in school.
Okay.
And at that, I would like to continue talking with your advisors. And if you need a tutor or maybe some study group, do you think that would be amendable? Did you work with that?
That may help.
Okay, a tutor, a study group. And we'll put the apartment as the last step because again, we don't want to add additional stress to you. Now, if I could maybe talk to someone at the university to see if maybe we can just get you to a place where you would just have one roommate instead of the 2 or 3, do you think that might be workable? If I can just
What
get you
about a
one?
single?
Let me see. I don't make promises,
Okay.
but let me work on the one roommate first.
Okay.
And then if I can sell that based on some of the things that you're experiencing. Remember, again, I told you this is confidentiality, so I can't go to them and tell them the details of what's going on with you.
Okay.
That would have to come strictly from you. But let's work on that.
Okay.
Okay, and then the number 3 issue that we will go back to is your relationship. And is that a workable relationship? Is that something that you want to focus on?
I think it could be worked on.
Okay, so relationship, and again, if you like, when we meet again, if you can have your boyfriend to come in.
Okay.
And then maybe I can find you all some counseling also. There's some couples therapy.
Okay.
Okay, we have talked about the issues that brought you into the office. And at this time, do you have any questions? Do you have anything else that you want to add to what we've talked about?
So when will you talk to the school about it?
As soon as you leave, and we're going to set up for another meeting in about a week.
Okay.
But in between today and next week, I will have set you up counseling and get you enrolled in AA for some group therapy. I will also have talked to your advisors, and I will set you up with a tutor. And your boyfriend won't have come in then. And then I will give you a date. So today is Thursday. So not next Thursday because it's Thanksgiving, but the
Okay.
following Thursday, which would be the 25th of November. What I would like to do is to come over to where you live, just to look at your dorm and look at your living arrangements. Are you in agreement with that?
Maybe.
Okay. What would be a good time for me to come over?
You just have to let me know that day. I'm not too sure. I have a busy schedule.
Okay, so on the 24th, I will call you
Okay.
or email you, and you let me know what's a good time.
That's
Okay?
fine.
So- Okay, do you think that, have you missed out anything that you want to tell me?
No.
And you're not having any other awkward experiences, you're not experiencing any depression about anything, or anything that you haven't been honest with me about? Not saying you're not being, anything that you haven't told me?
I think I told you about everything.
Yeah, okay, all right. Because I don't want you to go back out saying that I didn't help you with your concerns or whatever brought you in today.
Okay.
Okay. So, what we have agreed upon is to get you services as far as counseling. And I'm also, one of the other things that we talked about was you asked about food stamps. So I am going to take your information over to my colleague who handles that area when you leave here, and then you can meet with her, and she'll let you know in regards to your benefits, because you might be authorized as a student some other benefits, but that's not my area of expertise. So I will let you talk to those people. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so what I would like to ask now is, have I met your needs, or did I give you a well enough brief to get you on the path to where we need to go to be successful? Because our goal here is to make sure that you're empowered, and I really want to see you finish school, because we do need highly qualified social workers out here. So have I met that goal?
You have been a great help.
Okay, and because you have now agreed to go into these services and to get this, I think you've been successful, and this is going to end our meetings. But as I gave you my card when you first came in,
Yes.
and it has my name, the phone number here, and my email address. So if any time after you go on and graduate, because that's our number one goal, is to get you graduating, I am available here that you can, and please, keep in contact and let me know how you're going.
Okay.
Okay? Thank you. And what I wanted to present you with is the certificate, just to show you once you complete your therapy, you're going to receive one of those.
Okay.
And I wish you all the best in all your future endeavors. And I hope to see you walking back in this door one day, sitting in this seat, counseling and talking and assessing, helping another young lady.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Edison.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, you too. Take care.
Thank you.